Hello and welcome back to the Honest Lab Horror Show, the show that we bring to you each and every Friday night. Why we do this on a Friday night? Because Friday night is horror night. Welcome back to the show, folks. Have a look at that fabulous studio room there behind this week's guest. Look at that. There's even an Oscar in the corner, lads. There's even an Oscar. This is a special guest. This is a new movie. It's only out. I watched it there the other day, and then we got in contact. As you can see there in the poster over his shoulder, this has been a well talked about movie on social media. The movie is Hungry. This is the writer and director, Mr. James Nunn. How are you, sir?
I'm well, Greg. Thank you for the kind introduction.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to come on. I know we're actually on relatively the exact same time frame for a change for me. Normally it's midday for the guests when I'm recording here. So thanks for taking the time out of your evening to come on.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'm based in London, so
That's not too bad. I
same
do be
time.
over there. I do be over there quite a bit. I have a good bit of family over there. So whereabouts in London are you?
We're South London, so like Surrey,
Oh, yeah,
just yeah,
nice.
Epsom is where we are. If
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah,
home of the Derby and home of the Epsom Salts.
nice, nice. Yeah, my family live in North London, not far from the Emirates.
Oh, wicked. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I have an auntie that lives in Essex. So yeah,
Yeah, no, great, man. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I love London. I shot a lot of movies in London as well. So I feel like I miss it when we used to shoot all over, and there's such a mix of stuff you can get, you know.
yeah. Well, sure. Look, it is what it is, isn't it? You got to do what you got to do. It's where you got to follow the money.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Hey,
I'm chasing hippos at the moment, so
or are they chasing you?
yeah, right.
Well, James, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the business?
Yeah, wow, that's really a long story. I'll try and make a short version. I was one of those like precocious kids who saw Jurassic Park when they were 9, and I was like, I want to do that. So I kind of geared all of my education and things that I liked around filmmaking, I guess. And I was kind of like, I used to watch a lot of like making of DVDs, I suppose. It was actually a really good education in filmmaking for me. And that combined with like film schooling and, you know, doing A levels and stuff in film, I really kind of learned a lot of behind the scenes, and then I was lucky enough to kind of find my way onto a few sets, took advantage of those, kind of pretended I knew exactly what I was doing because I'd seen all this stuff on DVD special features.
Blackguard the way
Yeah,
through.
it was a big blag, man. It was a massive blag. Like blagged my way through all these film sets, and then yeah, like stars just kept aligning and going job to job, and then found myself directing my first movie called Tower Block when I was 25. I was like very lucky.
Nice.
Been
Yeah.
doing it ever since. Also used to be a first assistant director, which is like the managerial sort of side of filmmaking, so less creative and more, you know, like you're facilitating the creative vision for the director. And that was a really good education as well because I did that from a very young age. It's a kind of thankless job. No one really wants to do it because it's quite a hard job, I guess, um, and a lot of work and a lot of hours, and you really have to give your life to it. Even your days off, you are still working. So it's kind of hard to have a normal life outside of film, actually. But I committed to that, and what was great about it is because you're constantly dealing with directors and HODs and producers, you're kind of really at the top of the pyramid in terms of like learning everything. So became very knowledgeable very quickly in my early 20s about lots of on-set things and always wanted to direct, but got my opportunity, and then you know, one movie made money, the next movies make money, and then it kind of like keeps going up. And been doing it for, been directing now for 15 years. I'm 40 now. First movie was 25, as I say, Tower Block, and I just did Hungry. I actually just did another movie which is yet to come out called One Last Shot, but
Ooh,
that'll be out in November. And yeah, and Hungry's Well, it's out in America. It comes out in the UK in September.
September over this side, is it?
Yeah, 4th of September on Sky and Now TV. It has got a bit of a festival run at the moment. It's playing Edinburgh Film Festival in August, and it's playing Fright Fest in also in August, end of August. So pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, obviously, I said I've seen it. I used a VPN to acquire my horror.
Watch it from America.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
because
is out in the States, so yeah. But yeah.
I get it. I don't know a lot of people don't. I prefer to use a VPN rather than pirate copy because I don't like doing that. You know what I
Yeah, no, no,
mean?
appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Um,
Yeah,
but
we try not to encourage any piracy because
yeah,
it is rather crippling to the industry.
absolutely, and especially like I know, obviously by doing this for the last couple of years, I do quite a lot of indie horror, and
Yeah.
like when you do that to indie horror, they make little as it is.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean? So like I have a VPN, I'll use it to the best of my ability to get stuff because, like, I don't know whether you yourself would be a massive horror fan like I am, um, but it's hard to get indie horror over here.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
of course. No, I appreciate that. The small labor. I mean, we did really well with the Hungry trailer in that it got to a degree of viral, I suppose. So
it most certainly did, yeah.
but to the outside world, we probably look like quite a big budget movie, but actually, truthfully, we're still a low budget indie movie. It's just that
Wasn't
because
lucky.
yeah, the virality of the trailer has launched us into a sort of different category. But
Like
no, thank you for saying the kind words. We tried our best to make it look as polished as possible.
it definitely like, and I don't mince words when I'm doing these. Like if I don't like something, I'll tell you straight out. It definitely, I wouldn't have took this as a an indie movie myself. I would have took this
Right.
as a decently budgeted movie. Like that's not to knock on indie movies either. And anyway, you know what I mean? Like I think some of the indie movies, the creativity and everything that you get from it's unbelievable.
Mm,
But this didn't strike it as that. Now I've seen a few over the years that I've said haven't looked like indie movies. This would be right near the top of them.
right. That's so kind. Thank you.
Uh, Um, but yeah, we might as well jump into obviously Hungry because it's the latest one out, and obviously it's due out obviously now in a month and a bit's time over this side. But for stateside they have it out now. Why don't you tell us where the idea for this came from?
Yeah, of course. Thank you. So as part I was very lucky it's about 10 years ago now. I was second unit directing a shark film for a friend called 47 Meters Down.
You were
So
on that, were you?
yes, I was the second unit director.
That
So
was unreal. That was a great shark movie.
thank you. Yeah, it really redefined and reignited the genre to a degree because now
Yeah,
there's shark movies every month, but at the time they were probably one a year. Apart from if you include not including all the sci-fi stuff, I suppose. But we no, my friend directed it and he just needed someone to come and help. And I went and did it, and I also did number two, and I had
also very good.
the best time doing it. I loved shooting underwater. I loved working with the creature effects. I loved all of it. So when I finished that movie, I had already directed my own movies. I was kind of like, oh, I want to direct a creature feature. So I was looking for an animal that kind of like not only is a dry animal, but is also a water animal because I like shooting underwater. It's a certain skill and I like it and it's fun. So I kind of was looking for an animal that I could do both. And I just Googled like what is like most dangerous creatures on the planet, and hippo was like
Right
up
at the top.
in the top 10. And I thought, fuck, like we've never had like a hippo creature feature. Like that seems like really untapped. So and then I kind of set about to try and find a story, and I like to ground things in reality, kind of like Jurassic Park. I like there to be a reason for it. Jurassic Park uses science to explain the dinosaurs through DNA, and I kind of wanted to put my hippo somewhere. It's set in Louisiana and New Orleans, but I needed to get a reason to get hippos to New Orleans, which I kind of logistically do, like feasibly do. So I sort of found my way in. And then I went to try and sell it, and everyone was like, "Oh, the reason there's no hippo movies is because everyone thinks hippos are like bubbly, fun animals."
Hippos are dickheads.
And they're massive dickheads. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so I fought, I campaigned, I guess, for like 10 years, just saying, look, we need to make this hippo movie, and no one, I gave up eventually because everyone was like, no, hippos are bubbly and fun, and then the producer on the movie, who also produces my one-shot movies, called me about 2 or 3 years ago, and he said, "Hey, do you still want to make your hippo movie?" I was like, "Yes," and he was like, "Okay, we're ready. We're looking for a new animal creature feature." So it again, stars aligned, and I was like, I had a hippo movie ready to go.
I mean, like when you look at it, right? And now, anyone that listens to this show and knows me knows I'm a huge creature feature, especially an animal attack guy. I don't think I've ever seen a hippo attack movie. Now, I know I sent you one that I found shortly after the release of this one, because I seen it pop up on one of the forums.
Yeah, I still haven't. I know you sent me the. I actually haven't even looked at the trailer for that one yet.
That's not the trailer that I sent you. I sent you the full thing.
Oh, really? Oh,
Uh,
I haven't even
I,
watched it. Sorry.
I haven't watched it
I've
myself.
got a kid and a kid on the way, so I just have no time.
Uh, I haven't watched it myself. I will because obviously it's an animal attack movie, and I'll watch anything. If the animal attack movie is made for 10 quid, I'll watch it. If it's made for 1,000,000 quid, I'll watch it. Any animal attack film that I can find, I'll generally give a go to. Some are great, some aren't.
Yeah,
I
fair
mean,
man.
like I watched, as you mentioned, 47 minutes, and I put that on with zero expectation. I was like, it's just going to be another typical shark movie where the sharks don't look great and this, that, and the other. I was very, very surprised with that one.
Mm.
Two wasn't as good as one, but it was still very good. I liked the ingenious what they done with it and where they brought them into the caves and stuff.
Yeah, the it was the same director, and I guess he just wanted to mix it up, so we went into the caves, and yeah, it's a good movie for different reasons. I think the originality of the first one, you have the ticking clock in the first one where they're running out of breath, and it's
Yeah,
the
oh, it's
simplicity of
horrible,
it is
horrible to
so
watch.
good. Yeah, and it feels a bit more like it could happen to you. I think if you know you could almost put yourself in that position much easier than the cave diving one, which is like very niche. I don't know if as many people would do that, but it was super fun to work on. It's a super good movie, and the cast and the crew were excellent. So
John who it'll never happen to me because I keep my ass out the water.
yeah,
I keep my ass out of the sea anyway.
yeah,
But
fair.
anyway, we digress. So back to Hungary, right? So you get the call, you're getting your hippo movie. Um, I don't know how long between that call and it blowing up the internet in time passed for you.
Well, we shot the movie in November in Malta in 2024. So it's actually nearly, I guess it's a year and a half probably since the trailer came out. And the thing is, when we set, because as I said to you at the beginning of the call, it was a low budget movie, but the aspiration was like Jurassic Park level visual effects. So the producers and I made a decision where we said we'll literally give them a year to do the visual effects. So
Nice.
so that they are as best as they can be. So we shot the movie in November. The film was kind of finished, I guess, by the April in the edit sense, and then no, maybe even earlier, maybe March, and then we gave them all the way from March till February to do. There's 75 hippo shots. Um,
They've done a hell of a job with it.
they did a fantastic job, and there's about 25 head shots because we also had an animatronic head that we built. Well, I say we built a fantastic prosthetic designer called Dan Martin built. And there's about, as I say, yeah, there's I think there's like 25 shots of the head and then 75 shots of the CGI one. So we gave him a year to do it. So then I guess trailers started like April or May this year, and now it came out last month or whatever. So it's been longer than normal, to be honest with you, but it's been worth it because we've been able to make the hippo look so good.
Yeah, like I said to you, I would have never thought this was a lower budget movie. It looks so, as you said, it looked polished. It was clean, but it was not in obviously the terms of the way the movie is. It's not a clean movie, but everything looked phenomenally well done.
Thank you.
Um, and even down to sort of like the vegetation and the areas that it's in looked top drawer. Now, don't get me wrong, animal attacks never rate well anyway, but I have a feeling this is going to be on the higher end of the ratings. Um,
You mean like for kids and stuff, or
no. I mean, as in, John, when you see the likes of reviews and stuff,
oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I hope so, man. I mean, look, we really like. I think the movie's good. I mean, I made it, so I have to, but I genuinely think it's a good movie. And reviewers confuse me because I don't know what they want. Sometimes
they don't even know what they want.
even Disclosure Day, Spielberg's latest one. Some of the reviews are like just nasty or mean, and you're like, why are you being mean on that movie? It's a good movie. So
Disclosure Day, I really enjoyed Disclosure Day. I got to go to the premiere of it there 2 months ago. Last
yeah,
one.
wow.
Um, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very, very good.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Just some reviews are just like, so I hope we get good reviews, but I'm so confused with the way people review movies now that I have no idea. But I think it's a good movie,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah,
think it's a good movie, Greg. So
I I very much do. But then again, you could put a lamppost being attacked by an animal, and I'm probably gonna like it. I'm just looking here, right? On Rotten Tomatoes, it's actually a lot higher than I thought it would have been, because obviously, as it they never rate well anyway. Do you know what you are on Rotten Tomatoes at the minute?
I don't. I
No.
know a couple of weeks ago when it had about 10 reviews, it was sitting at about 60.
So it's at 57% right now.
So
That's the
slightly down.
that's the critics review on 21 critics, and then the popcorn meter, which actually I'm surprised is lower. It's at 36, which I don't think is pretty fair. I think it should be a bit higher than that. I
Yeah,
thought it was very
that's
enjoyable.
57 makes sense for the thing is critics can't the way Rotten Tomatoes uh the algorithm works as well is like different from it's either good or bad. So even if I think if it's like above it, if it's 2.5 or 3, it's under 60. So therefore it's not reported as fresh. So
Oh,
sometimes reviewers will purposefully go, I think it's good, but I don't think it's fresh. So they'll actually mark you down in a
oh.
weird way.
I don't like. I never go for it anyway. I just wanted to see what it was coming in at there. Um, like I said to you off screen in messages over the last couple of days, there's some really gnarly fucking kills in this. And don't forget, spoiler alert, there is kills in a horror movie about an animal killing people. No surprise there. I won't go
Well,
in.
you only have to look at the poster over my shoulder to kind of get the vibe. So some
I
people
mean,
die, guys. Spoiler.
like it's built so well from the very beginning. Like the opening scene puts you right in it, and you're like, oh shit, here we go. Um, the build was very good. I thought the character arcs was very very good. Um, I loved how you had so obviously you had the dickhead character, because every film has to have one.
Sure.
Then you've got obviously there's the family; they were brilliant. The three of them were brilliant. The dynamic of the three of them fits probably most families that have
Yeah.
a child that age. And then the two party girls were hilarious.
Oh, I'm glad you like them. The thing is, a lot of um, I spent a lot of time with the script trying to give them all. I mean, people want to watch the Hippo movie, so you can't like be going Shawshank Redemption on it. You have to just in quite a fast way tell you exactly who each character is, what they care about, and try to make you care about them in a very quick amount of time, so that when they bite it, or the hippo bites it, I should say, hippo bites them, you actually sort of give a shit when they die, as opposed to just being food.
I
Um,
mean, like that's a very valid point, because if you go back to certain horror movies, and one I'll always go back to is that new Texas Chainsaw.
Mm.
the other Netflix one. There was not one likable character in that film. So nobody gave a shit what happened. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, that's the
Uh,
problem. Yeah, it's a problem. I mean, so I'll be honest with you, because I made another shark movie after the 47 meters down. I made a film called Shark Bait. I don't know if you ever saw that one. It was set on a jet ski. So it was five people set on a jet ski in the ocean.
fuck, you get
And,
five people on a jet ski.
and
I
I
didn't.
think
I'm gonna watch
we
it.
made it during COVID, and we raced to make it because we were like, oh, well, we should make. And I think we perhaps should have put a bit more attention into the script, because one lesson I learned from that, from the reviews actually, was that everybody hated all the characters. I didn't hate them. I love them as friends and as actors, and they're so cool. But in the script, in the movie sense, they were quite unlikable, and therefore everyone was rooting for the shark. So I kind of took that lesson into Hungary, where it was like, oh, okay, I need to make everybody likable so that when they die, you care. And that's so thank you for, spotting that in your review.
Now, the one thing I will say, no matter what kind of character arc there is, right? You could have the best redeeming character arc. As soon as I'm watching an animal attack creature feature, I'm all in on the animal winning. All in. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
And I just want them to fuck everything up. Fuck them all up.
I think most people do want that, but I think you need a bit of both. You can't
Oh
just,
yeah,
you know what I
absolutely.
mean? But I look, yes, I mean that is ultimately what most people want. Like when you're watching Jurassic Park, you're cheering for the T-Rex, right? But you still care about Alan Grant, you
No,
know.
that's a lie. You don't cheer for the T Rex. You cheer for Jeff Goldblum.
I cheer for Jeff Goldblum. I cheer for all of the creatures. I cheer for the raptors. I cheer for the.
I'm just happy to know that that big boa that survived the first one didn't get eaten.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's all. The
yeah.
rest of them can do one. They killed Samuel L, so I'm not their biggest fan.
But they did get Robert Peck. Yeah, I mean, for anyone, so again, I'm going to always put it back to Jurassic Park. Like at the beginning of the chat, I said I watched Jurassic Park. This is sort of like a mini Jurassic Park. Forget that there's no dinosaurs in it, but it's like they go somewhere they shouldn't. There's a creature, and I do even pay homage in the movie to like certain lines and certain shots from Jurassic Park. I don't know if you saw any of that, but there are watch out for it and think, oh yeah, I've seen that shot before, or I've seen that line before, and it's because I'm paying tribute to Jurassic Park.
Nice, nice. There was a couple that I seen, and I was like, I've definitely seen something similar to this in different movies. Um, Now they might be different thing, but one that I will go with was, and obviously it's not a spoiler because I'm not going to say what happens directly after. But you know when they're in the tree, and I'm pretty sure you see it in the ad anyway, where you can see the hippo going side to side in the water.
Yeah,
I was like, it's a very, and I'll always like anaconda is one of my favorite creature features. But you know the scene when they're there and John Hannah's going up the mount, up the side of the waterfall, and you can see the snake just coming through the trees. I was like, nice.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. I don't know whether that's what it's from, but
Not specifically that bit. I mean, the truth is, are you talking about when the hippo's kind of like chonking like that?
yeah, it's just like so the boats happened. They're in the tree. You can see, and you see it for the first time, kind of going from side to side and going up and down, and then she cops on to what it is.
Yeah, yeah. So no, that's not really tributing anything. So basically, I think part of the reason that people sort of warm to the idea of wanting to see a hippo movie is um, stuff like Instagram and TikTok have started to kind of show like hippo attacks and hippos chasing boats and hippos chasing cars, and
People are dickheads.
they're dickhead. They're kind of crazy, and one thing that they do when they chase the boats is because they don't swim, they actually run on the ground because they're like neutrally buoyant, so they can actually run 30 miles an hour on the land and in the water.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's crazy, and but they don't just run; they kind of like bounce to see, where the
Looking, yeah.
target is, and it's such a visually fun, crazy sight when you see it on these TikToky, Instagrammy videos that I sort of said to my producer, we have to, and we call it chonking. I don't know what it's actually called, but we're like we have to at least show the hippo chonking at some
Uh,
point in this movie. So that scene that you're referencing is actually probably a closer reference to hippos on
reality.
Instagram.
I mean, now like my Instagram. I haven't seen it pop up on my Instagram, but I've watched quite a lot of nature shows.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of them with my young fella as well. But hippos are grade A dickheads. Like, and I've said it multiple times already tonight, and I've said it quite a lot even before when I talk about animals. They are one of the biggest dickheads in the nature world.
Oh yeah, they're supremely territorial, and they're not carnivorous. They're herbivores, but they will kill anything.
Yeah, anything. If you come into that space, you're dead. It's over.
Yeah, the stat is like 500 to 2,000 people a year. That's how many they kill. So it's
They're the most
more.
dangerous animal on the planet,
Yeah,
theoretically.
yeah. So yeah, yeah, it's crazy. I guess your Instagram, you need to look at more hippo videos on Instagram. That'll get in your algorithm.
Yeah. Joe, what's actually like? It's some of them. Like my Instagram is bringing up a lot of more so now ones where people are talking about animal attacks.
Oh
So there's
yeah.
a guy who reads out kind of what happened, and he'll tell you like the story from start to finish as to what happened.
Oh right.
I
You
think
know
his name.
what? When I was writing the film, because I couldn't find loads of stuff, because obviously you can't just Google like hippo kills person, let me see it, which is like really dark.
What
Um,
happened? I think the police might be coming.
maybe, well, yeah, ding, 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 who's that? But what you can do is I found this podcast and it was people that had survived animal attacks, and they had
Oh,
this hour-long special about this guy who'd like been attacked by a hippo and pulled under and everything that happened underwater, and then when he got to the shore, what he did, and it was just so horrific the way he described it. And I wrote one of the deaths in the movie to be that. And the producers and everyone read it and was like, this is so dark, you can't have this. So I had to actually tone it down.
wimps.
Yeah, you'd have loved it. But we were going really for like a PG-13 audience because we wanted to make this movie for everyone. So it's it's more in your kind of Anaconda,
Yeah,
Lake Placid, as opposed to, like full scale Texas Chainsaw.
yeah. Like my young fella who's 9 now. So I've started watching horror films, and he's like, "Can I watch it?" And I was like, "I'm gonna watch it first,
Yeah.
and then we'll see."
What do you think? Would you show him it? Or
Yep.
would you? Yeah, yeah. So it's not too
I'm
bad.
I'm at this point now where as long as it doesn't have nudity or sex in it, I'll consider it.
Yeah. Well, I think there's one use of the word F. There's one fuck in the movie, and there was other fuck, like, because Joaquin, the Portuguese guy,
He's so good. Joaquin
Joaquin
Almeida.
Almeida, he's fantastic. But he had a lot more swearing in the movie, but we actually cut it down because you can have one fuck and still be a PG-13. So
Do you ever see that meme on Instagram and stuff where it's like Lord of the Rings is PG-13 and it could have used the word fuck? Where would you put it?
oh yeah, no, I've never seen that meme, but that's very funny.
Yeah. So I know PG-13 you can only have one. Um.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we
I,
well we
I think
have
actually
we did that. We had the one. I'm not going to say where, but she kind of by the time it's used, it kind of feels like she earned the right to say.
you deserve that one. See if
Yeah.
that was me there, I'd be like fuck 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 fuck
It'd
fuck
just
fuck
be like
fuck
yeah,
fuck.
like Blink 182. You'd be like
Yeah,
fuck everyone.
I'm stuck. I'm done.
It'd be Tony Montana on a boat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Give me the stick and I'm just gonna hit it. Now I will say there's some really cool visual effects in this movie. One that we talked about and you shared the image of it. To me, obviously in private, and I was like, yeah, that was my favorite scene in the whole film. And it is one of the deaths. And when people see the film, you'll understand what it is.
Yeah.
But talk about that visual face to face moment.
Yeah, it's kind of the tricky thing with creature feature stuff is people want to see the animal.
But they
Because
don't want
like
to see it either.
you're going to the cinema to see it. But part of the problem is once you've seen it, you've not got much more up your sleeve because you've shown us it. So we do try to withdraw. We do really try to hold back showing you the animal in its full glory until we kind of have to, so that we're keeping you, engaged. And then I think the bit that you just mentioned, no spoilers, is when we start to really show it. And I
Yeah,
think I think that's probably why that bit feels so satisfying because you're like, oh wow, now I'm finally seeing it.
it's like you went with the Jaws idea, the way they done it. Now, obviously, Jaws was slightly different because the animatronic was
Yes.
dog shit and broke a million times,
Yeah,
and
that wasn't Spielberg's original intention. I think he was going to show it loads, but
yeah,
obviously he had to find new ways to do it. And I think different rules apply to shark movies actually because we already have Jaws and Jaws is so fucking good. Actually, with shark movies, people want to see the shark or a shark early doors. They kind of just want to see it because they know it's coming. But we kind of had the grace on this that we had an animal that people weren't used to seeing, as in the hippo. Like
mm,
people don't normally when you see them on the telly, they're like bumbling around in the lake or whatever. So
yeah. But
uh, yeah, we kind of could reinvent the rule book a little bit.
I was very happy in how it was done, and it wasn't just flashed at the screen and there you go. Like if I had went into that movie, right, not seeing any ads, not seeing the poster, not seeing anything, I'd have been rightly fucking glued until that scene when she's in the tree that I was talking about where it was moving.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, Now obviously there's a couple of scenes early on that lead you to believe as to what it is, but um, I thought that explanation that he had was absolutely top drawer where Joaquin's talking in the store.
yeah, yeah. Well, he's trying. I mean, part of the and I've read it in reviews. I have seen, people like, why the fuck's there a hippo in Louisiana? And once you kind of hear the explanation for it, you're like, oh, okay. And it's true. It's actually a
I was
true.
very, very clever.
Yeah. So I kind of had to put that in the beginning of the movie just so that people um would buy into it.
Now, I before obviously I seen the movie, I went in my own head when I seen the ad and I was like, it's in setting in thing. I was like, oh, is he gonna go with the Pablo Escobar thing where he had a notorious drug dealer bring them in and
It did cross my mind actually, because I thought when I was Googling hippos in America, not just in the zoo, the two facts that come up are Pablo Escobar's hippos in Colombia, which for any of your audience that don't know, he had a little petting zoo in his like drug empire, and then when he
and
went
they
to
got released.
prison and his drug empire got like turned over to the authorities, they left the hippos to just roam on his land, and they bred and bred, and now there's like 80 of them, and they've actually become like
And it was
pretty bad for the ecosystem where
they're killing everything.
they're like top of the food chain in Colombia, and they shouldn't be. Like it's like they've just been parachuted in 50 years ago, and it's really sort of fucking up things over there. So I think they're actually starting to. They've got protection orders on them as well because you can't kill them. So I think they are starting to like ship them to zoos or try and ship them back to Africa. But it was that or the story I went with, which is based on the American meat shortage hippo bill
It's
that
clever.
nearly came to pass in like 1910.
It was very, very clever. Now I was obviously I said I had my way of doing it. But I was really intrigued as to how you were going to do it, and it was a very, very clever way of doing it.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
um, as I said, looked stunning. Um, I was there's one bit actually that I wanted to ask you. Right, there's a scene when she's getting into the water. Right, so they've obviously been in the water. They've dried off because they're in Syrian heat.
Yeah.
Right, and the shot is obviously her getting off the boat. Right, so she's just after getting dry. Why in God's earth would she not take her shoes and socks off getting into the water so at least she'd have dry shoes on when she got back out? Oh, fucking. I was like, no. The thought of having wet shoes is disgusting.
Well, it's because if you're going to kick a hippo, you want to be wearing a shoe, right?
I don't think it's going to make a difference whether you're wearing a shoe, a boot.
It's so funny what people pick up on. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but
Like I prefer to be trying to run away from a hippo with dry shoes on than soaking wet shoes.
soaking wet. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's a good one. Maybe I'll let you know in the sequel.
Ooh, sequel. Um, it was just something I was like, oh no. Remember, I was saying obviously off screen we were talking about obviously I don't like sand and how other conversations have happened. I was like, that's just no, not for me.
Well, I think I don't know. I mean, I didn't question it, but I suppose if I was getting in a swamp to like walk and potentially be walking around on the bottom, like I don't want to be stepping on something sharp. I don't want to be like a
Fair.
snake going after my leg. So I would probably keep my shoe on as well.
That's the least of your worries. A snake bite. There's a fucking 5 ton hippo chasing you
Hey, I'm
down.
trying to justify, man. I don't know.
I'll take the snake bite any day. Take me out and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that was it. Like that was the one question I had. I was like, no, I gotta ask why it was done like that. Um,
Yeah. I mean, true from a practical point of view, I probably actually wouldn't have been able to look from a safety. The film, the medic and everything would have been up my ass if I had taken her shoes off. For that reason, I probably let she would step on some stuff. So
but
um,
where was that filmed in a pool or was that actually filmed outside?
it was filmed in a pool. So basically, we built like a 50 by 50 meter swimming pool in Malta in the middle of the woods.
Nice.
And the trees that they're climbing on are all fiberglass and steel frame trees as well. So everything's a set. But when we built the tank, we put like metal loops, like
Ah,
every meter squared all over the tank because the original intention is we had a different bit of hippo that could be kind of pulled through the loops and we wanted to be able to move it around and there's like bubble rigs and things so the tank wasn't exactly it was
flat.
it was safe but it you wouldn't want to be walking around on it barefoot not really.
That's
uh,
fair. That's fair. That was just me because I was like, the thought of wet shoes is just no, not for me.
yeah,
Let the hippo kill me. I'm done.
I
I'm
mean,
out.
she probably got out and we probably dried him overnight and she had dry they were dry the next day. But I
Yeah.
mean I was wearing waders, so like I was wet the whole time. Like I it's amazing how dry waders actually do work. Uh
Until there's a tiny little hole in it.
well this is actually what happened. I'll never share the video with anyone, but I jumped in off the scaffold rig off the side and it just ripped up the back.
Oh, lovely.
Water just filled in, and I was like, "Oh no!" And I felt all the water go in, and then I walked out, and I was just dripping wet for it. And then someone went and got me some new waders for the next day. But
You didn't have your phone with you, did you?
I think well, fortunately, I did, but the phone was in the front pocket of the wader, so it was okay, which was like a separate pouch.
Oh,
But yeah,
nice, nice.
and it wasn't even like a big rip. It was just like a 2 inch rip gash that just got caught on the scaffold. Oh mate, I was so wet.
Game over.
Yeah, it was.
Um, but yeah, okay. So with Hungary, right? Obviously, going to Fright Fest, that's a huge um film festival.
Yes.
Edinburgh is big. Fright Fest is huge. So a massive congratulations on getting in there. I know you have. I think you said a Friday night slot.
Yeah, we're playing Bank Holiday Friday, the 28th of August. We've got the kind of like the late Midnight Madness slot. It's at 5 to 11, but it's the latest slot for that particular cinema. Um, and it's a really special festival to me, actually, because my first movie, Tower Block, actually was the closing movie of 2012.
Nice.
And I had also done other movies. I was the first assistant director on a film called F, which is like a horror film with these like parkour, it's set in a school. And I also did Cockneys versus Zombies.
That
Um,
was so funny. That
and I
was
did
so
some other
funny.
movies that have all played there. So it's sort of it's very dear to my heart. So the fact that they kind of and I'm not in communication with them. It's not like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you put it on? The fact that they just find it and they go, oh, we really want to play it, and then they gave me the Friday night slot is really cool. So I'm super pumped about it. The Fright Fest crowd are awesome. Like they're just they're so up for it, so it's totally going to get
Yeah.
the theatrical
If,
experience it deserves.
I'd say if I wasn't due a baby a couple of days later, I'd have attempted to try and make it.
Bless you. I'm
Uh,
due a baby actually the first week of October. So,
we're the first week of September.
oh, bless you. Yeah, same. It's the same vibe because there is another festival which I can't tell you because it's not been announced yet, but I can't go because I'll have a baby. Maybe you should go for me.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You can talk to my wife and tell her I have to go and do a job for you.
You
And
can talk to my wife. Same thing.
I'll leave her here with the three kids, and I'll be out the gap for a couple of days.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I know.
Um,
We've got to be here for the kids. Oh, well, congratulations. That's awesome.
and to you, and to you. Um, so we'll touch then. Obviously, I don't want to go too far in because I don't want to spoil it for people.
Yeah.
But when that drops over here in September, you'll be pleasantly surprised. I imagine it's going to be well received over here.
I hope so, man. Yeah, hopefully that Rotten Tomatoes score climbs. But as I say, you like the movie. That's all that matters to me. That
The fans of Animal Attack and sort of crazy horrors will like it and will love it. Do you know? Do you know what I mean? Like if you think back to the likes of say Lake Placid 2, 3, 4, I think there's up to 5 now. Even all the CGI ones, the likes of Sharknado and stuff. Um, Fans of horror love them for what they are. Do you know what I mean? And like that's the one thing you'll say about horror fans. They're amazing. They'll get behind anything. And horror in general, if like Sharknado obviously doesn't take itself too seriously. This is a serious movie.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean, but it's not done in a stupid way.
yeah.
So
We took the more grounded approach than Cocaine Bear kind of vibe.
that was filmed not far from me.
What, Cocaine Bear?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah, it was filmed down here in Ireland. Yeah,
I thought that was filmed in America. No way.
yeah. Some of it was filmed down here. A couple of my mates were down in a pub in Wicklow Town and met Ray Liotta and stuff down there.
No way.
Yeah, I was like, that's mad.
Yeah,
Um,
again, it's a fun movie.
yeah, it was very fun. I really enjoyed that for what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, um,
I did think about going that way with this, but the films that I like are Lake Placid, and I think that takes itself a bit more seriously.
Lake Placid's awesome. That was only out. Was it 30 years yesterday? The day before?
Probably is 30. Yeah,
Something like that.
I've got the DVD for sure. That was a well-worn used DVD.
It's a great movie. 1999. No, it's not 30 years. It's
50, 20, 25
20,
years.
25. Yeah. 20, 27.
27 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That was yesterday or the day before. That was awesome with Betty White and Brendan Gleeson and
man.
whatnot. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Um, so I'll tell you what, we'll just have a quick touch on some of your other films there just before we finish up.
Yes, sir.
So you've gone WWE heavy with a couple of them in the Marine 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Miz
Great
being
guy.
the star.
Yeah. Yeah, I was I made Tower Block for my first movie I made with Lionsgate, and they liked the film, they liked me, and they had a rights issue that was running out with Green Street, and they were desperate to have Green Street 3, and they invited me, would I be interested? So I did Green Street 3, which took me off of a thriller path and more into an action path. And then off the back of Green Street 3, it was my sort of love letter to the 80s. It was a lot of fun. It's with Scott Adkins. It's like all the Rockies
Scott,
combined.
Scott Adkins is the goat.
Adkins is the best. So
Well, actually, that's not true. That's not true. Frank Grillo is the goat.
well, I'm an Adkins man, but I've made 6 movies with Adkins now, so I
You
have
have to say that.
I have to say that. But yeah, so we made Green Street, and then off the back of that, WWE saw it and they liked my style, so they then called me to do Eliminators. And then off the back of that, they were like, "Oh, we're going to do a mini Expendables, was Marine 5." And then I just had such a good time working with Mike the Miz that they offered me Marine 6, and I was like, "If Mike's doing it, I'm doing it." And
Yeah,
then, but they also folded in Shawn Michaels and Becky Lynch, which was a lot of
yeah.
fun.
Shawn Michaels being the goat of all goats.
He's tremendous. What a
I
guy.
met him. I met him over in Dublin a few years ago. That's my number one wrestler of all time.
Yeah, man, he's great.
Genius,
He's just
genius,
a sexy boy.
yeah, genius. But that's awesome. I haven't seen Eliminators. I've seen Marine Five, Marine Six. Who's in Eliminators?
It's Skykins and Wade Barrett, who used to be Bad
Oh,
News Barrett at the time.
what a commentator. Was never really amazing. I never really thought he was amazing in the ring, but I know a
He's
lot of people loved him.
Yeah, he's got a great voice. He's got that
Yeah,
booming English voice.
he's so funny doing the Dan House and stuff at the minute. I don't know if you watch WWE, but he's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I mean, I used to when I was making the movies for him, I watch it all the time. Went to a couple of WrestleManias and stuff, and but I truthfully, because I got the kids and I've been doing the press on this, and I'm writing a couple of movies at
Mhm.
the moment, so I just have I haven't been since it really went to Netflix. I actually haven't really seen so much of it, to be honest with you.
My young lad got into it, so I got back into it and watching it with him, and then he's given up, and I'm like, I'm stuck back in
You're
again. I'm
still
like, damn
back
it.
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
addictive, man. I mean, like, I wasn't a fan of it as a kid, I'll be honest with you.
I
And
was.
it was, but we didn't have cable, so I just couldn't follow it.
It was on
But
Sky One.
yeah, but I didn't have Sky as a kid, so we
Sky One was a free channel. Well, it was free in Ireland.
no, it wasn't free where we were, mate. We had five channels.
Oh. Yeah, Sky One happened to be a free one in Ireland, and it used to be on there on a Saturday morning.
No way. No, we just had one, two, three, four, and five.
Nice.
Um, so I never saw it, but then I kind of when I got older and made the movies and I got the network card and everything. And yeah, it's like it's fun. Like actually, I've got a little boy. I've got another one on the way. So two boys. I would totally get them into it. Like it's a show. It's like a soap opera, but a show. It's fun.
Yeah, there's actually two lads from where I'm from, in Bray now that are in WWE, Finn Balor and JD McDonough.
Oh yeah, I met Finn.
Did you?
Yeah, I met at one of the manias. Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, he's a good guy. I know more. I know more so of JD. I used to play football with him and stuff.
No
In my
way.
yeah. Right. Before we finish up, right, I'm going to throw the hard hitting questions at you because it's getting late in the evening now. These are the hard ones, right? So, give me your top five horror films because it has to
Uh,
be horror, you know.
they have. You say they have to be horror. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll close
Well,
enough to it.
yeah, no. Well, here's the thing: the horror films I like are actually psychological horror.
It's
So
okay.
I'm more into like stuff that really gets into my head than jump scares, let's say.
Okay.
So I do like the jump scare stuff, but really what like fucking winds me up is like when I'm on the edge of my seat psychologically. So stuff like What Lies Beneath. I don't know if you
What
remember.
a fucking movie! That's the first time it's been mentioned.
Yeah.
I think in someone's top five. That's such a good movie. The twist at the end of that was awesome.
It just it's so good, and I think part of it isn't actually necessarily just that it's horrific, but it's also time and place and age and everything. And
Oh,
I
so good.
remember being a kid and like my mum and dad rented it from the video shop, and I was like, "This is the door frame," and I'm like watching it.
Do you remember the cover for it? Like I talk about this
Yeah,
quite regularly. The artwork on video, the white box
yeah,
with the bathtub.
the bathtub. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, so good, man. So good. I'm actually gonna watch that soon. I haven't watched that in a long time.
yeah. So I'm going What Lies Beneath for sure.
Sweet.
Um, I'm gonna go RoboCop 2. Does
I'd
that
go more sci-fi, but okay, we'll give it to you.
It's just the imagery. I tell you what I hate, what was horrific about it was the eyes in the test tube connected to the neurological brain and it was just that image just sticks out to me as like I had nightmares when I was a kid. Again, this is all stuff that I watched as a kid and it's like, you
We
know,
may we may have been exposed too young.
I think my dad just didn't have the same uh well, I think he just, I don't even knew what he was renting. He just rent something, put it on, and I'd just be like, like 9 years old watching
I'm
RoboCop.
100% not supposed to be watching this, but here we go.
Here we go. Um, let me, what else can I go? Oh, Silence of the Lambs.
Amazing movie.
Um, can I put, do you know what? I did enjoy The Nun. I'm going to put a newish one in because I tell you what, when I watched it in a cemetery. So
Awesome.
I went to a screening with Corin Hardy's screening of The Nun, and it was just it was the vibe. It was like they'd done the cemetery, and we were sitting amongst the graves, and it was fucking scary, man. Um,
We met Bonnie Aarons at For Love of Horror last year.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
amazing.
she's a scary lady.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was one of them. And then I guess I've got one more. Oh my God, I don't want to fuck it up. I need to give you something good. Oh, I used to fuck me up as a kid, man. Oh, can I go Wicker Man?
Oh, the original one or now the Nicolas Cage one?
The original one.
Not the bees.
I'm not going anywhere near the Nick Cage one. No,
Good
I
lord, the
Nick,
original one's
the
so
B
good,
scene is funny. The original one
so
is
good.
yeah, it's really good, man.
I think that's also a first main time mention in someone's top five.
Really, but
Yeah,
maybe because I'm not like a horror guy.
yeah. Well,
But
then this.
hopefully that doesn't disappoint you.
No, no, no. Yeah, everyone's entitled to their own, right? So this is obviously there's two more. There's three more questions, right? Two of them are going to be quick fire, and then one of them is another one, a tough one to go with, right?
Yeah.
So I have a feeling I know what the answer to this next one's going to be, but Jaws or Jurassic Park.
They're my top two favorite films. I'm going Jurassic Park number one, then I'm going Jaws.
If they were your top, why didn't you put Jaws in the top five horrors then?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It's tough. Okay.
It
Uh,
seems so obvious.
Dog Soldiers or American Werewolf in London? Have you seen Dog Soldiers?
Yeah, of course. It's Neil's film.
Yeah, Neil
Dog
was on this
Soldiers.
show a couple of years ago.
I love Neil. He's a good guy. Dog Soldiers is Dog Soldiers is more of a me movie because it's more current and it's more the kind of films that I'm used to watching, and it's just great. But there are American Werewolf is a classic, so you're fighting against history. But probably out of put gun to head, I'm going Dog Soldiers.
My man, my man. That's my number one werewolf, and I believe it's the best werewolf movie there is.
It probably is.
Like for me, American Werewolf is great for 2/3 of the movie, and then the final third after the transformation is so rushed. It's not even.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether it's they ran out of money or they had less time that they think or whatever, but that was my issue with it. I love the movie, and it's the second best werewolf movie made, but that'd be mine.
No, it's definitely Dog Soldiers.
Right.
I mean,
Last question.
they should make they should make another werewolf movie.
There was a good one made on Netflix a couple of years ago called Viking Wolf.
Oh yeah, I never saw it. Heard of
Very,
it.
very good. Very, very good. Has a really good transformation scene too. Um, right. Last one. Right. This is how I finish every single one.
Okay.
Give me your top five John Carpenter films. Now, there's normally a caveat with this one, right? So I have a favorite film of all time. It's a John Carpenter film. If you don't put it in the top five, this episode never comes out and never sees the light of day.
If I don't,
Yeah.
well, I'm going Assault on Precinct 13 is number one.
Okay. Well, that's not it, but that's an
And I'll
amazing
tell you
movie.
why, because Tower Block is my love letter to that movie.
Okay. I have to watch Tower Block. I'm pretty sure I've seen it, but it'll be one of them movies when I put it on and be like, I've definitely seen this.
Yeah, and also, um, if you see my first one-shot movie, One Shot, that is also has very thematically similar movies to Assault on Precinct 13.
Okay, so we've got top five John Carpenter. You're going to go with Assault on Precinct 13.
Number one, probably gonna go Escape from New York. Number two,
Great movie.
I'm going Big Trouble. Number three,
Good movie.
because it's
It's
just
Kurt Russell's
fun.
best movie. Just saying.
Have I already done it then? Have I got the one?
Yeah,
It was that one.
yeah,
The old Pork Chop Express.
yep. Big
Uh,
Trouble in China is my favorite movie of all time.
it's a great movie. It's a great movie. They've been trying to remake that, haven't they, for years with like The Rock and stuff.
Fucking hope not. I hope not.
You
I know
don't.
I've read it, but I hope not.
Um,
One, two more.
I'll go with. Rowdy Roddy Piper.
and they live. That's the best wrestling turned acting performance.
Yes. I
Yep.
think I agree with you, but there have been some real good wrestling.
Oh, they have been. Batista's been brilliant.
I mean, let's not forget Hulk Hogan and Mr. Nanny.
Oh, so good. So good. Man with the metal head. So good.
And Mr. and he's in Rocky 3 or 4.
Three. He's only in it
Yeah,
for like 4 minutes, though.
he's in it. Still counts.
Go on. Last one. Throw it up. Let's go. We've broken James here.
You broke. Well, it's 11 o'clock at night, so I'm actually clutching for John Carpenter movies that I love because I don't want to go for fucking Escape from LA.
What about The Thing or Halloween?
Oh, The Thing.
Greatest remake ever made.
What the one in the Arctic?
Yeah, The Thing. Yeah, the 1984. It's the greatest remake ever made.
I didn't know The Thing was a remake.
Yeah, it came from outer space in like 1954.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Sorry,
It's kind of
sorry.
like a reimagining, but it's a remake.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know that. For some reason, I thought you were talking about the remake of The Thing in the noughties.
No, no, that was a sequel or a prequel.
Yeah, it was a prequel, yeah, but it took
I,
the same name, didn't it?
I went to the cinema to see that, right?
I,
And I was sitting there, and I was so angry watching. I was like, "This is stupid, shit movie. Fuck this." And then it got to near the end, you know, when he put the axe in the wall, and the girl that was with me watching it, and she turned to me and was like, "What's wrong?" She was like, "It's glorious." And she was like, "What do you mean?" She says, "You've been giving out about it for the last hour and a half." And I was like, "Yeah, but that's when I thought it was a reboot. Now I realize it's a prequel,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's perfect."
yeah. So funny.
So, James, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you
Thank
on.
you.
Sorry for keeping you so late.
No, thank you, Greg. It was thanks for thinking of me. Thanks for watching the film. Appreciate all the kind things you said about it.
Best of luck in Film Festival. I'm sure you don't need it because it's going to be awesome and it's going to smash it.
Thank you.
Um,
Hope so.
but yeah, as I said, best of luck with it. Hopefully, when it drops over here in September, everyone will just go and watch it because it's a hippo attacking and fucking people up. What more do you want to see?
But what more do you want, guys?
Yeah. So, James, all the best with it.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it, Greg.
I'm
All
going
the
to keep
best.
in
And good
touch.
luck with your little baby on the way.
You too. You too.
Yeah,
But
man.
what I'll do is, folks, I'm going to finish this the way I finish every single Friday night. In the words of the great George A. Romero, ladies and gentlemen, stay scared.
Love